Tommy Robinson, as far as anyone concerned, is just banned from YouTube. And what the game they're playing here with YouTube, that YouTube is playing, it's just ridiculous in my opinion. Full disclosure, because if you follow my content, you know that I really, really do not like Tommy Robinson for many reasons. And I have no problem saying one of those reasons is that he produced fake news and falsely accused some Muslim dudes at one of his events of punching a cop. It was just ridiculous. Here's the thing. I don't like the guy, but I can recognize, for one, he has a right to his speech. He has a right to his expression. And what's happening with him across these social media platforms is terrifying and dangerous. Listen, Tommy Robinson is a Muslim extremist critical, or whatever you want to call it. It's not that he's critical generally of like moderate Islam, like someone like Majid Nawaz, but he's generally critical of some of these things. His focus, my understanding, is particularly extremism and a lot of the elements within extremists in Islam or whatever. However, some of this ends up translating into a more general anti-Islam, rhetoric, and many people who just oppose the religion. Regardless of any of that, I have no problem saying I don't like the guy. But YouTube has put his entire channel in restricted mode. He broke no rules. He was banned from Facebook. What rules did he break? He was banned from Twitter. What rule did he break? He posted a statistic. Okay. What YouTube is doing, they're not banning him. Okay, but listen. Right now when you go to his channel, yes, you can still Google search his channel. That's the way you find him. But let's click this. He announced he's going to go to London. That's what you see. All right, let's go back. Let's try again. Maybe he's got a video from yesterday, 4 days ago. Gone. I would not be an advocate for the right of free expression if I didn't recognize even the people I really don't like deserve to have their speech defended and their right to speak up, especially when you realize how important social media platforms are for sharing ideas and communicating. I do not believe YouTube has any responsibility or obligation to promote him in the algorithm. But let's talk about what this is, okay? It's one thing for YouTube to say, we're no longer going to recommend Tommy's video. You can't even search for his channel on YouTube anymore. You can't comment on his videos. Look, apparently he showed up to Mike Stutchbury's house. That was hugely inappropriate. I don't think, Tommy's trying to push back because Mike, it's a political, conflict between two people. I know there's gonna be a lot of people saying, Tim, how dare you speak up for Tommy? No. I can criticize him. I can criticize what he did. But this is terrifying. Monkey Jones is another channel I will always bring up when this story emerges, when a story like this emerges. Broke no rules. Deleted from YouTube. His entire career just gone. Tommy Robinson, they don't want to ban him because you look at the precedent. For one, this is going to generate some kind of Streisand effect for sure. But what they're claiming is these sweeping restrictions are not a ban. The video platform is removing the far-right activist's videos from search results and stopping him from live streaming. Here's the thing. With restricted mode, being unable to search for his videos, and the fact that he was banned from Twitter, and I don't know if he was banned from Instagram yet. I think he was. Yeah, and Facebook. How does he share a link? How? You can't. So restricted mode, as far as anyone's concerned, is an outright ban. This is a dangerous game being played. And I'm going to stress this. Look. In the United States, I don't know about the UK, but in the US, you have a right to freedom of religion. And I think it's very important to be careful before you start trampling over religious freedoms. I also think I have the absolute right to criticize any ideology or faith system that I want. And it's through that criticism, we've actually expanded LGBT rights in this country. A good example is what's happening in Birmingham, in the UK, where you have Muslim conservative protesters shutting down LGBT curriculums at schools. And they're not just saying, don't teach our kids. It's escalated. They're now saying they don't even believe in homosexuality. Where are the progressives in the UK? Can't do anything about it. Sorry. Listen, I don't like Tommy. I don't trust Tommy. But I understand that many people look to him as a voice in criticism of a certain religion. Okay. Who's going to stand up to the conservative religious folk who are protesting LGBT rights? Apparently nobody is. That to me is terrifying. Look, again, we can say for the millionth time, I'm not here to defend Tommy. I think he's probably the worst representative of challenging religious conservatism, especially Islam, because I don't trust him. But when you shut down his speech, here's what's going to happen. You are going to push his followers into the corners of the internet. They're going to now, the first line of defense in actually coming up with solutions for these people is gone. It's gone. All that's going to happen now is these people are going to go into the far reaches of the internet, and that's where they're going to be hanging out with no one to challenge, debate, or communicate with. This is not you can't stop the internet. You can't. Let's read a little bit. YouTube has placed sweeping new restrictions on far-right activist Tommy Robinson's channel, removing his videos from search results and prohibiting him from live streaming to the platform. The clampdown, BuzzFeed can reveal. Oh, you can reveal it? Dude, I can just Google search it and go to his channel and see that they've restricted literally everything, okay? You don't need to tell me. The clampdown follows demands from senior MPs from both Britain's main political parties for Google and YouTube's parent company to follow Facebook and Twitter's example in restricting the reach and impact of the anti-Islam campaigner by banning him from their platforms. You can't criticize a religion in the UK. It's crazy. It's crazy to me. You have a government MP of MPs, members of parliament. Man, I love the First Amendment. I love the First Amendment. While YouTube is stopping short of an outright ban, the restrictions will mean Robinson's new videos won't have view counts, suggested videos, likes, or comments. There'll be an interstitial or black slate that appears before each video warning people that it might not be appropriate for all audiences. Robinson will also be prevented from live streaming onto his channel. Until now, he would do this regularly to reach his nearly 390,000 YouTube subscribers. YouTube users will be able to access Robinson's material only by clicking directly on a link for each video. The effect of the changes will be to make his videos undiscoverable. A YouTube spokesperson said the restrictions came after the company consulted with outside experts and academics about the type of videos appearing on his channel. After consulting with third-party experts, we are applying a tougher treatment to Tommy Robinson's channel in keeping with our policies on borderline content. Why are you making me defend people I don't like? I'm regularly having to defend Donald Trump. I don't need to defend Donald Trump. But the media is so heavily biased against him and they pump out nonsense. And I have a good example of the nonsense of the media here for this story. Why are you making me defend Tommy Robinson? For one, I don't think Tommy Robinson necessarily needs to be defended either. He's substantially more well-known and his followers are much more dedicated than people who follow me. People who follow me sometimes are like tacit followers who are like, yeah, Tim's kind of annoying, but I think he tries to be fair. I'll watch him anyway. No, Tommy's an activist and he's got a ton of support. Don't like the guy. It's a bit personal too, because when I called him out for this video, a bunch of people flagged my video and got it taken down off YouTube. And then he started making fun of my appearance. So it's just, there it is, right? But I have no problem standing up for the rights of expression for people I don't like. When you have to recognize how important social media is for engaging in public discourse. But let me highlight some issues here. First, let me pull up this story here from Bloomberg. YouTube executives ignored warnings, letting toxic videos run rampant. Proposals to change recommendations and curb conspiracies were sacrificed for engagement, staff say. And what happened in the media? They all circle jerk around each other about, oh my God, now we've confirmed it. YouTube is letting this crazy nonsense happen in their own company. This is proof because staffers have come out and said so. Okay. All right. I hear you. Staffers have also come out from Facebook and Twitter saying that they're biased against conservatives. What do you think the narrative was when Facebook and Twitter staff said that these platforms are biased against conservatives? Well, the media then said, well, hold your horses. This is unproven. Facebook routinely suppresses conservative news. No. Unproven. They call it a conspiracy theory. Are Google and Facebook really? Why is it that when staff come out and say conservatives are being censored and there's bias against them, they go, well, I don't know about that. That's not proven. That's a conspiracy theory. And then you have what happens with, the Bloomberg story, and they say, this proves it. It does. It's absolute proof. It's absolutely insane. But this is actually some good news that I'll end up with this one story. Where to draw the line on deplatforming. This is from Slate. Facebook and YouTube were right to delete the video shot by the New Zealand shooter. Internet providers were wrong to try to do it too. At least the far left has a line. Internet providers should not be shutting down websites. I agree with that. I don't know where I stand on deleting the New Zealand video, because it really is challenging. I don't believe that Facebook and YouTube are obligated to show all content all the time. And I think it's fair to point out the distinction between someone uploading a violent massacre for, on purpose to spread some like sick ideology and their manifesto and things like that, and someone speaking publicly. It's complicated. Absolutely. But there's actions, incitement to violence that clearly cross the line, shock content. I think there does have to be a line. And I wonder, this is really the challenge, because a lot of people have said, should the line be legal speech? Is this video in the United States legal speech? Man, I don't know. There's a difference between someone like Tommy standing up and saying, here's what I believe and here's what I'm going to do, and a dude walking into a mosque with a gun and doing something this crazy. So this is where the nuance comes in, because I don't know where this falls. Maybe you guys can help me out with this one. Is it free speech to upload that video? Do you agree with the Slate writer that Facebook and YouTube should take down videos like this? There are sites that host them. There's LiveLeak, which hosts a lot of shocking content. Is it right for Facebook and YouTube to take down a video like that, and wrong for them to silence speech? Here's the thing about actual political discourse and speech. If someone's protesting and, or engaging in some activity that is deemed expression, that's important to engage in the debate. If someone wants to upload this video, is that also free speech? I think you have a right to know. The challenge is, if thousands, tens of thousands of people upload this video and inundate it, and then people see it, maybe the answer is not to delete the video, but to restrict it like they do with Tommy's videos. And I don't think it was right for them to restrict Tommy's videos, because that's him literally talking, which is the point I'm making. Maybe videos like this should be heavily restricted, age restricted, and they do that stuff already. Should they delete it though? So you know what? I'll end there with a couple points just to add finally at the end. I can say it 50 million times. I'm not a fan of this dude, by no means, but I'm absolutely a fan of the right to free expression and speech, and Tommy should be defended when it comes to his right to expression, because some academics and otherwise come out and say, how long until, look, they get rid of Tommy, and then the line moves. They're pushing the line, and it's incremental. Today it's Tommy. Yesterday it was Alex Jones. Today it's Tommy. They call it borderline content. Well, if Tommy's gone, what's the next borderline content? How long until they come to me and they say, this guy is promoting the right of speech for borderline content? Ooh, we got to get rid of him. How long until it's me or you? How many times people have to say that poem, first they came for this group, next they came for this group, and I didn't speak up? No, I'll always speak up. Freedom of expression is a universal right. Criticizing religious fundamentalism is protected speech. And this should be... They're coming. The censorship just keeps happening, and I feel like we're losing, especially after New Zealand banned websites. This, I think, is at least a good sign, because even the far left is drawing a line. What do you think Facebook and YouTube should do when it comes to this kind of content? A restricted, like a block saying like, hey man, this is like intense stuff, or should YouTube have a right to say this crosses the line, isn't free expression? Comment below. I'll have more videos in a few minutes. I will see you then.